Well, hello all my friends, welcome back to the channel, or if you're joining us for the first time, welcome. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a fabric and pattern pairing. So basically, if you're new to the channel, what I do is I take fabrics that I want to sew with for that month, and I try to pair them with patterns that I want to sew with for that month. I'm surprised I don't have a playlist for it yet. I think I'm going to go ahead and create a playlist because I have quite a few videos on the channel with the fabric and pattern pairing, and people really like those videos. So I think I'm going to create a playlist, and you can go ahead and check that playlist. I'll put an iCard here. You can check out some of the previous pattern and fabric pairings that I've done, and you can kind of get an idea of the process. So basically, I also open it up on the channel and I ask for my followers' opinions and just to get an idea of what they think would work for the patterns and the fabrics that I am sewing with for that month. So if you're interested in participating this month, please make sure you comment below. Let me know your thoughts and tell me which of these fabrics and patterns you think best go with one another. So with all of that said, let's go ahead and get into the video, and I'm going to share with you these beautiful fabrics. The fabrics were sponsored, most of the fabrics anyway in this video are sponsored by Morex. So it's a fabric company that is relatively new to me. And I will go ahead and put their link in the description box below. You could go over and check them out. They have really good prices. And so, yeah, go ahead, check them out and let me know what you think of the shipping, the quality of the fabric, and all of that good stuff. All right, so with all of that said, let's go ahead and get into this video and let's look at some fabrics and some patterns. Okay, so as you can see, I have all my patterns here and I am ready to go to share with you all my plans. And I already shared my sewing plans for the month of May. I'll go ahead and put an iCard up here so you could go over and check out my sewing plans. So I'm not going to go into too much detail as to what I'm sewing, but I'm just wanting to know what I should sew, if that makes any sense. So I want to know which patterns I should use with which fabrics. So that's basically what I'm going to be focusing on today. So I'm not going to give you too much detail about the patterns and stuff because you can see that in the pattern review. So we're going to go ahead and start with the Petra pants by Closet Core Patterns. So this is a pattern that I've been wanting to make for some time now, and I'm finally at the stage where I want to sew them. So this pattern is, you get two patterns within this envelope. So you get the trousers and then you get the shorts. And so the trousers, you have two different options. You can make a wide leg or you can make a straight leg that is cropped. So that's about as much as information I'm going to give you right now. In terms of the fabric suggestions, I'll tell you that real quick, just so that you have so that you have enough information that you can help me choose out of these fabrics. So the fabric suggestions in here are, depending on what your desired look, you can do a more defined shape with structured wovens such as linen, chambray, lightweight denim, or twill. It says here that heavyweight wovens may create too much volume at the elastic. And so we don't want that bulkiness at the elastic in the back. So I don't want anything like canvas or, you know, a heavy denim or anything like that. And if I want to have a more swishy look, and I would say more fluid, they say swishy here, but I would say fluid. If I want a fluid drape, it would be more along the lines of rayon, tinsel, or silk. So now this pattern, you have pockets on the front, which are really cute right here. And I don't think there's any top stitching or anything like that, which is really good because I would not want to do that with a tinsel or any type of like drapey fabric or silky fabric. So I was thinking for the Petra pants here, I have a couple of fabrics here. I have this beautiful twill. It's like a lyocell type twill here that I purchased from Joann Fabrics. It's such a beautiful, beautiful fabric, and it has a lovely drape. So this is going to have a really soft drape. It's not like fluid like most rayons. It has a little bit of structure to it, but again, it's going to be a little bit, you know, more drapier than your denim and your twill, like your heavy twills and things like that. So this is more on the lighter end for twills. So I thought about that. And this shade is like a denim blue, which I really love this. I really, really love this. And then I also purchased this twill here, which is a red twill, and it's almost identical to this one. Now this one I purchased at Joann Fabrics, and this one was purchased from Mood, but they feel so identical. So it's basically the same fabric, just a different color. So again, this one was purchased from Mood, and they're calling this a Tango Red Tinsel Twill. So yeah, and it has that same nice drape to it. So I was thinking about making 2 pairs with these 2 fabrics here, or I have linen fabric that I can use as well. And here's another red color here. This is a linen. So this is going to be a little bit more stiffer, or actually a lot stiffer than the Tinsel Twill. But yeah, but it's a linen, so that's really nice. I really like linens, and once you soften them up, they are so wonderful to wear. They do wrinkle a lot, but I do like the comfortability of it. So there's that. Or I can make something in this really nice navy blue. Both of these were purchased from Joann Fabrics about a year and a half or so ago. You let me know in the comment section below which fabrics you think would look better with this Petra pants, the linen or the Tinsel. I think I'm leaning more towards the Tinsel myself, but I also like the idea of having a pair of linen on hand as well, because I could just throw those on and wear those pretty much anywhere. So anyway, that's the first thing that I want to make. Okay, so although I'm going to be sewing mostly bottoms this month, and especially trousers, I also want to make the Friday Pattern Company Sagebrush top. So I want to make at least 1 top. And I really love this pattern. It calls for woven type fabric, so you can use anything that's a woven. And I want to use either this floral fabric from Morex, and it is a really beautiful rayon jacquard fabric, and you have a floral print here on the face of the fabric. Such a beautiful fabric. This is basically the same fabric with a different color scheme here. So I have a gray and I have a denim blue color here. So I really like both of these fabrics, and I was thinking about making the Sagebrush top with one of these. And yeah, so I'm thinking about making the Sagebrush top here with one of these fabrics. You let me know in the comment section below which one of these fabrics will look good in this Sagebrush. So I think the Sagebrush top with the Petra pants would look perfect together. So if I made the linen red, if I used the linen red fabric to make the Petra pants, it would be so cute with this. So that's what my idea is. I really like this fabric here. So if I were to make this top with this fabric and use the linen, the red linen fabric, or the red tinsel fabric for the Petra pants, this would look really great with it. So that's basically what I'm thinking for those two if I chose this. And then with the remnant, I would make a skirt, but I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. I'll explain to you all of that in a minute. But yeah, just let me know in the comment section below which of these fabrics would look good with this in this top here. They're basically the same fabric, just a different color. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are. Okay, and so in terms of skirts, like I said, I'm going to have quite a bit of fabric left over, even if I did the Sagebrush top. And even if I chose both of these for the Sagebrush top, I will have some fabric left over, and so I want to make a skirt. So the skirt patterns that I was thinking about is this one here, which is the new Look N6668. So it's this beautiful skirt there. It has a little bit of a yoke to it, a flared skirt. You can even put there's a lower band at the bottom, which can be color blocked, which I really like that. And then it's elasticated, it's fully elasticated there. So I really like that. Or I would make this pattern here, which is the Simplicity S, I believe it's 9472 is the number. Yes, 9472. And I would make this variation right here, which is view C. It's the shorter version. So this is a maxi length version. This is the shorter version. I would probably make this view right here. It also has a yoke, a waistband, a side zip, and the skirt is gathered. So I would probably make that with this fabric here, or this pattern here with this fabric. Or I have two more patterns. There's this pattern here, which is the Simplicity S9555. I really like this skirt here. This is like a high-low skirt, so it's a little high in the front and low in the back, which I think is really cute. And it has a little bit of pleating up at the top near the waistline. Let's see if I can show you the line art. Nope, the line art is just showing the back, unfortunately, but you do have some pleating up here a little bit, not much. And it looks like you have a center front seam as well. And then the last skirt I was thinking about is this skirt here, which is the Vogue V1693. And I would do this version here, view A. It has the side slits. So you have a side slit on both sides in the front, which is really cute. So I was thinking about that. So those are the skirt patterns that I'm thinking about for these fabrics. And then again, if I have any leftover fabric, I would definitely make the Sagebrush top, or I would probably make the Simplicity S9469, which I just made, and I'll put a link here as well so you can go over and check out the review for that. But I love that top. It's quickly becoming one of my favorite tops, and I absolutely adore it. If I don't use my linen fabrics or my tencel fabrics for the Petra pants, I want to make either the new Look N6691, and I would make view A that has the slits on the side, which I think is really, really fun. So let me get the fabric so you guys can see what the fabric looks like against the pattern. Okay, so here's the tencel fabric here. So I would most likely, like I said, sew view A, which is the wide leg pants. And what I like about these pants is that, like I said, it has that side slit. And the pattern also calls for twill. It calls for linen as well. And so I really like that about the pattern. And I think this look that the model is wearing, I believe she's wearing something similar to a twill. It looks very flowy and nice on her. So I'm thinking about using maybe this twill fabric here. Again, I can show you the drape on that, but that's basically what I'm thinking about using. If I don't use that, I can definitely use this linen here. And yeah, it's the same color, so it might not look like much of a difference, but the structure is definitely different. If I were to use this fabric, I would probably make view B instead of view A. So again, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. There's also this pattern right here, which is the Simplicity S9479. This is view C here. Now this pattern, the fabric suggestions for the pants, which are view C, it's chambray, cotton blends, linen blends, sateen, seersucker, stretch wovens, and double knit. So I don't know if I would take a chance on using the tinsel, just simply because the pattern doesn't call for it. However, the structure of the pattern, it looks like I could get away with it. But anyway, let me know in the comment section below what you think. So those are all the pants and the skirts that I'm thinking about making. Let me show you the pattern that I want to use and the fabric I want to use for my dress. Okay, so there are two dress patterns that I want to sew between May and June. This is the first. This is the Vogue V1693. So this came out a couple years ago, and this is a Badgley Mishka pattern, and I absolutely love this fabric, and I absolutely love this pattern. It's such a beautiful pattern. It's rated for average, and if you all are wondering, Vogue patterns, they have these little symbols. If you're wondering what these symbols are, those symbols are basically indicating the type of body type that would look flattering in this pattern. So that's basically what that means. So I am an upside down triangle. So I'm heavy on top, small at the bottom. So it's saying that this should be flattering on my body type. So I really like that. It has a fitted line dress, has invisible center back zipper. You need to basically purchase your lace if you want a lace. So as you see here with the model, she has a lace dress and then it's lined. The sleeves are not, but the dress is lined. So it's a really gorgeous, gorgeous pattern. The type of fabrics it's calling for are novelty shears, lace, georgette, and your lining, you would need something like a charmeuse, a crepe de chine, or something like that. The pattern comes in sizes 8 to 24, and you would need a bow on the larger end going to the larger end of the size for the pattern. You would need about 3.5 yards of fabric, so anywhere from 3 to 3.5 yards of fabric. And the lining, you would need about 3 3/8 yards of fabric, depending on the size that you choose. So yeah, I really like this. It has a center back zipper. You have a ruffle at the bottom of the skirt. It's a really nice simple skirt with the empire waistline here. So this is the fabric that I would like to use for it. This is a sponsored piece by Morex. Again, check the description box below if you want to know more about this company. This is basically it's not a sheer fabric, but it is a very lightweight fabric that is transparent. So you do want to, I would say translucent, not transparent, but you do want to line it. And that's great because the pattern calls for lining. So it's really, really, really nice and flowy. It's a white fabric that have pink floral prints going throughout the fabric. And you have these little dotted, it's like a Swiss dot that's on the fabric, the face of the fabric. So really, really lovely. I really hope I can get this done this summer, guys. This is the second dress pattern that I want to make. It's the Vogue V8577. Now, I haven't seen this in their catalog, so I don't know if they're reproducing this or not, but I have seen copies at my store. Yeah, check your local stores and they might have it. So this reminds me of like a vintage style dress. I really like view A, and I like view C too, just simply because you have the option of putting on sleeves. I don't know about the collar, but I really do like the sleeve on the pattern. And as you can see, it has these oversized pockets. It has a midriff, and also your bodice is a grown on sleeve as well as a a V neckline. So it's just like a little nice little look, I think, and I really like it. So the pattern sizes go from 8 to 22. I would be worried about the sleeve pattern because I probably would need a larger sleeve, but since this is a grown on sleeve, I should be fine. And if I go into the pattern wanting to do C, I'll just check the sleeve pattern, and if it doesn't work out, I'll just go ahead and go with the grown on sleeve. No biggie. So this is the fabric that I am thinking about using. Again, it is the Morex fabric that was sponsored to me. So I really like this fabric. Again, it's a rayon jacquard fabric with florals on the face of the fabric. So I really like this and think that this would look really good with this pattern because it is similar to a vintage style pattern, and I feel like the fabric is also like has this vintage style classic look to it as well. So you all let me know in the comment section below if I should use this for the Vogue pattern or if I should do a skirt, one of the skirt patterns that I proposed in this video with the Sagebrush top. But I think looking at these two together, I might be more inclined to do these two together. So anyway, I always like to hear your thoughts and get your ideas. So let me know in the comment section below. So that's basically everything that I have to show in this video in terms of fabrics and patterns and pairing them together.